Immaculate conception. I survived in the darkness and the shadows of death. And through all that I prospered. They formed every weapon, but I came so thorough. Never changed my wardrobe. Took every scar with honor. I was raised in the burrow. Now I'm giving to me from the belly of the beast. I'm just paying respects. I'm just speaking my peace.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Quay again with another episode of the Quality Time Podcast. Today, I got my homie, my dog. A few years ago, we used to call him Lil Bro, but now he the big Lil Bro of everybody. He outgrew the whole squad and shit. But he a Goldsboro High School Cougar to the death. I've known you probably since like your 8th grade year. That's when I really I learned who you were. You know, I was of course playing with your brother Jacob and shit in high school. But that's when, y'all boys came onto the scene. And now years later, I get the pleasure of, watching you grow and, turn into a grown man and build your legacy and, try to leave what you learned along the way behind. So without any further ado, I'd like to welcome Mike Sykes to to the podcast. And he's the founder of Sykes Elite Performance. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So what's going on, bro? How you been?
What's up, bro? I appreciate it, big bro, having me on the podcast, man. There's much love for sure, man. Hometown hero type vibes, for real, for real. I dig it. I dig it.
No doubt, no doubt. So the first question I always ask everybody that come up here, it's a simple question, may make you think a little bit, but who is Mike Sykes?
Man, for real, for real. It's a lot of people, man. Just vision me as a cool, laid back type of guy, man. All about the sports, all about family. For me, it's all about just trying to get the next person to somewhere I've never been or somewhere I envision myself going, but never had the opportunity to really put myself there, if that made sense. You know what I'm saying? So personally, Mike Sykes is just a guy, man, who always gonna have that open hand to help somebody, and always gonna push that next kid to get somewhere and be inspirational to the next one, man. That's it.
That's what's up, man. I don't think I could have said it any better, because that's exactly what I see, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's who I've always known, same person, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I met you, or I met you, learned about you, and got put on notice of who you were your 8th grade year coming to high school football. And I knew then that group of guys that you came in with, I knew y'all was gonna be special, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew y'all bond was different than the bonds I had been used to seeing of the teams. We had great bonds, but like y'all was like brothers from, forever. So I was like, these dudes gonna be special. Like, I had that feeling, you know what I'm saying? So was football was that your first love in sports? Is that was the first sport you knew that's what you wanted to do?
In reality, bro, I was a basketball guy, man. And in middle school, coming up, I'm the only Sykes in the family that was always pushing basketball. Like, my pops, my brother, all them guys had that legacy in football. But I really didn't get instilled to football till the summer of my 11th grade year, when it really hits, like, what you got to do next? What's your next move? You feel me?
Yeah.
So at that point, like, I had to talk with one of my older brothers, and it clicked. I'm like, this going to be my skate route. I already know, like, I'm trying to get a scholarship from here on out. So from 11th grade on out, that's when I started taking football serious.
So is 11th grade? That's when you can say you fell in love with it, or was it? Did you always love it, or was just I'm good at it, so I'm gonna play?
Nah, I definitely fell in love with it when I was 8 years old. It took me when I was playing, you already know, Boys and Girls Club days over there on Royale. Man, I was just playing that sport, that game, and I got smacked one day in practice. I came home like, yo, F this joint, man. I told my pops, like, I'm done. Like, then he took me back the next day, man, like, and it really changed my mindset of the game. Like, damn, you can't never give up on life. And if you do, you will never get the outcome that you want to expect. So that really turned my mindset, man. So I really appreciate my pops for that, though.
Fast. And not even to jump off subject, but speaking of your pops, like I want to, salute your pops, because your pops was there from day one of my 9th grade year all the way through, you know what I'm saying? Like, we knew we was gonna see Jake pops up in the stands or on the sideline with us or whatever. So I just want to salute him for being that support for a whole bunch of young men, you know what I'm saying? So definitely let them know that. So like I said, when y'all got to the borough, for those who don't know, like, football at Goldsboro High School, like, that's like that's next level to us growing up in Goldsboro. Like if you play for the borough, like that's something that you're gonna be proud about forever. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
throughout those years, like y'all boys won, y'all had 10 wins, three seasons out of your 4 seasons. Y'all won 2 titles, 2 conference titles. But like what was your best memory or like the first thing you think about when you think about like all those years you played at the borough?
Man, I mean, I don't want to get my memory and my best game, mixed up, because that could be
But do both then. We got time. Do both. We'll do the best game first. What was your best game?
I say my best game I ever had was senior year at Pender. We played third round playoff game. I had like 20 tackles to finish the season, but we ended up losing 20-6. You feel me, to go to the championship. So it was a loss. I had good film, got a scholarship off of it, but at the end of the day, we ain't go to the championship.
Fact.
My most good game though was senior night. Probably senior night, man. High school year. Senior night, man. I had my mom there, like a lot of family members that was there who's never really seen me ball out, you feel me?
Yeah.
And big game, man. Like my older brother Jake, you were talking about, he pulled up there, man. He was playing at Tech then, and it was beautiful, dog. Like everybody balled out, had a wonderful game, and it shit was love.
Yeah, and like I came back every once in a while, and I always try to come back and catch a game. And I don't remember what game it was, or I just know I went to a game, I'm up in the stands chilling, and I'm just looking at y'all boys. I'm like, and these boys like grew up, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all was grown men out there. And like I could just, like I said, I always could just see the difference. Like y'all was balling, you know what I'm saying? Like I see you out there, y'all boys out there sweet, pretty. Oh, you know what we say, that's how we used to do. Like you gotta be pretty out there on the field. And I'm just looking like, man, these boys balling. And like you said, like even that year, y'all went third round and like it came up short. We had the same type of thing my senior year. My senior year. And we didn't even get as far, but like that route, that time and effort that you put in is like, damn, man, we came up short. But like you said, you had a great game, even though, we don't care about the individuals in the moment. But looking back on it, you can look back and say, we balled out. So you can't win them all. But like it helped you get to that next level. It helped you get a scholarship, things like that. So when you got that scholarship, what was that like? What was that feeling like?
Man, honestly, like for me, when I first got that scholarship, I finished out and I got 3 coming out of college. Coming out of high school, I got 3. But for me, when I got my first scholarship, it was late coming in. You feel me? Like I never knew what to really expect because, my brother went top D1. I'm trying to follow them same steps, but not really knowing like I need to take the SAT route, like knowing the proper steps to really take, man, to get what you want to go. But honestly, man, I came out with that. I graduated with 3.3 in high school. My SAT scores were terrible. I took my first one like senior night after the next day after senior night. So you already know how that is.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like if I'd have went back, if I'd have known the steps and the proper procedure to go ahead and make that happen, my process would have been smoother. But I'm grateful for the situation that I was in. Just getting that scholarship, not having to pay for school that whole time, but going to school for free, that's a blessing. Like
that's facts.
For real. So that's why I tell the kids I'll be coaching now, like, don't take no school for granted that's going to give you a free check, dog. Because at the end of the day, that's something you ain't got to pay back, going to be on your credit. So when I got them scholarships, bro, believe it or not, like I was lit. And then at that, I was the daggone mama's boy, so I ain't want to go too far anyway. So I'm like, shit, I'm right here. Let me go to Fayetteville State, man. I already know I'm going to turn up. Then I got 2 guys signed with me, so it was straight.
That's a fact. Like you said, you got the Fayetteville State. And, for us to see that, just for we all consider, that Cougar pride, that family, that brotherhood. For us to see that, especially like for me, like to be on the outside looking in, I'm just looking like, damn, like, all right, that's what's up. Next step, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Already knowing the mentality you had. But how was that transition, going from high school, y'all to, the top dogs on the team, how did it go from, all right, now I got to start back over again. I got to keep progressing. How did that transition go?
Man, it was honestly, man, it's what you made it, bro. Like, I could have went in there and, BS'd around, partied, and got myself kicked out of school. Or I could have did what I did and went in there and took it serious. Actually, look, this is about business, man. This ain't no pickup game no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to really teach it like it's a business world. Like, going there every morning, 5 a.m. workouts. You gotta go to practice, go to class afterwards. Like, nobody was gonna baby you around. So for me, it was all about learning, because we know we had older guy, Ant Council. You balled with him out there in the borough. He was out there before us, so he kind of showed us the ropes, man, what not to do, what to do. So that really kind of gave me a little positive mindset and get a guideway to go through. But I mean, it was a smooth change, bro. I think it was a smooth change. Like, I ain't really get in no trouble. Honestly, I did go in what I had to do, but once I redshirted my first year, but my second year going in, it was so smooth. I was starting, so it was smooth after that.
All right, that's what's up. And again, like, shout out to Ant, for I'm saying, again, that's that Goldsboro in us. Like, I know, bro. Hey, I'm gonna show y'all how to do this. Give you that upper hand. A lot of people don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Not even just from the borough, but from everywhere. Sometimes, kids go to school and they don't know how to, like, college is a whole different experience. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't got that, if you don't got your head on right, like you said, looking at it like, yo, it's business, I'm coming here to work. It could be easily another route. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You did what you had to do. You got in, you played, had the smooth transition, great career in college. So after college, what did you decide to do then?
So honestly, man, I'm just still trying to pursue my professional career. I didn't have a pro day or nothing like that, because I kind of ran out the rim before graduating and try to go to the league. You feel me? Like, I got I got drafted into this D League in Detroit, called the RPFL League. That was in like 2017. After I did that, man, they wasn't really paying the money up. That whole situation with the contract kind of messed up. I signed for like a 3-year deal. The money won't get coming out of the first game. Like, so at that point, man, I'm like, do I need to just exit myself out of the situation? My agent, like, yeah, I think you need to do so. So I came back home to North Carolina, man, and I had my daughter, you know what I'm saying? She was like 7 years old at the time. So I'm really just sitting here focusing, man. I got a lot of situations going on, had 2 daughters. Like, I really need to be making money, you know what I'm saying? So what is my next step? And I got this call to come to Charlotte, man. I got a little gig to coach at North Met High School. So once I started doing that, played arena football here in Charlotte and all that. But once I started coaching at North Met High School, it's a little 4A school in 4A school in Charlotte, it just really opened my mind up, bro. Because, back home, the resources that we have up here in Charlotte is nothing like in Goldsboro. You feel me?
Yeah.
So at that point, I'm like, damn, I need to do something for my hometown, my youth. And I really put in a mindset, and that's what that Sykes Elite Performance came from. So I got on the road with that, man. Shout out my dog, Artie Holmes. He played at UNC Charlotte. He played with the Charlotte Thunder now, my ex-team, arena team up here in Charlotte. But that really got it on the road, bro. And I really think it's gonna take off.
Yeah, and I'm glad, like, you walked us all the way through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, that just go to that grind of I gotta, keep moving, can't get stagnant, can't get still. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened, I still, I'm 2 steps ahead, or I gotta figure it out, not just, oh, it's not happening how I want it, so now I'm about to, just drop my shoulders and, you know what I'm saying, sulk about it. It's like, nah, I gotta keep it moving. Like you said, you got your daughters, your family, and you kept going. And when you started it up, I noticed it when it, originally started back home. You started having the camps for the kids at the school. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I like what I see out of that. Like, because again, us coming up, it started happening for me towards like the middle end of high school when we started being able to have access to that. Yep. Not like, yeah, we had the boys and girls club and stuff like that when we was younger, but it wasn't really somebody that we knew or we've seen that was like right here back in front of us all the time. We had it sometimes when they could come back, but we didn't know, like, all right, this is going to be an annual type of event. This person's going to be putting it on. So I was like, okay, that's what's up. I salute that. And you open it up to the kids, and the videos drop, and you got kids all ages, you know what I'm saying, at different positions. They all out here in the summer. And again, like, that's a big thing. Like, and that's another reason why I wanted to have you up here, because again, Goldsboro ain't that big, it ain't that much to do. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get in trouble when you got time on your hands, and you and your guys and your crew, y'all taking y'all time out of y'all careers, out of y'all lives, and from y'all family to give back to the community and keep these kids out of trouble for however long y'all can keep them out of trouble. That's something I gotta salute. You know what I'm saying? So once you started it there, how did you decide that, all right, it's time for me? I want to grow it bigger. I want to make it bigger.
Honestly, shoot, man. Like I said, just from coaching at these high schools around here, it's a lot of kids, a lot of high talent around here that go D1 and schools everywhere. So, my main goal is just focus on Goldsboro. Even though I'm 3 hours away, like, I knew I can, transport if I need to. Yeah. So, I figure if I go ahead and reach out to my high school cats down there that's really trying to go to college and get in their heads, then I know the youth will follow. So when I had my first free camp down there, it was a DB summit. Nice turnout. I think I had like 20-something kids pop out there. It was a free camp. The next one after that, which I had in October last year, it was a youth camp. And it was like something, it was hella kids out there, man. I want to say at least 30 kids popped out, a little free camp, man. We had fun, another 2 hours. And, I had a lot of people ask me, why are you just doing it in Goldsboro, man? Because I'm like, that's my hometown, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to build all my bonds up, nurture everything that I have going on that's down there. But, I think from me just coaching and having that experience of playing football and just, getting a good relationship with other people is really sprouting my business out. And I think that's what's really helping me with not even just in Charlotte. I got people hit me up in Kentucky, bro, like, yo, you need to come up here and train these DBs, just off that, like you said, that good feed.
Yeah.
Teach somebody, feed them something, you're gonna get good progress from them. And that's what I believe. So I just try to stay strong to what I know and what I do, man, and stay true to people that's gonna network. So I think that's really put me in the good shoes right now.
All right, and while we on the Sykes Elite Performance, what are all like the things that you offer or that you plan to offer coming up? Like for like, I don't know, I know DBs, but is there other things that you got planned in the works, or like what other things you got going on with that?
Oh, for sure. So this is what we're gonna have in the play, man. I actually got my uncle who's in California right now. He's about to move to the East Coast next year, and he got his own scouting business. But my main goal, man, is to get me a business. You know what I'm saying? And my main goal is to not scout, but help scout DBs, athletes in general, get kids in college. You know what I'm saying? If you're in ninth grade, it's time for you to start understanding the process of getting recruited.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of students don't get, man. They think it's so easy to get a scholarship just because you can play ball. And that's definitely not the case. You know what I'm saying? You need to break down the statistics of scholarships, you know what I'm saying, SATs, how you figure out how you go about recruiting yourself to colleges, putting yourself out there, social media, like all of that stuff, bro. So my main goal, honestly, bro, is for us to get this building, get a group of kids, get a great group of family members come in there and just keep it going like nonstop.
That's what's up.
You already know Coach Hart. Hart ready. I got my boy ready to come up and just get it rolling, man. We got athletes all over, CFL, NFL. So as long as we get the athletes' mindset right, bro, and people that want to push themselves and actually get somewhere, it's gonna be a beautiful sight, bro. I'll tell you.
That's what's up, bro. And I already know, you know what I'm saying? Because I know the man, not, behind all the everything else, you gotta know the people that do things, and the man, the family that you come from, everything you stand for. Like I can stamp that and know like it's gonna be solid. It's gonna continue to be solid. It's gonna continue to be great and grow. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely can't wait to see what comes. As far as the athletes that come through, we all know in the reality, everybody not gonna make it to the league. Everybody not gonna make it to college, or just things happen along the way where you may have these bumps in the road or whatever. At the end of all that, like, what is the main thing that you want the athletes that come through your program to take away from the program?
just gain great mentorship, man. Like understand how to be a man and how to be there for your family. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just not about football. It's how to be a caretaker. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's just different, bro. Like I tell these kids every day, man, they all about trying to go get $1, trying to do this and the third. You can do everything quick as possible, or are you doing it the right way? You
right.
know, and if you're doing it the quick as possible, can it be traced to you from not doing it the right way? So
Exactly.
if you answer them two things compatible, bro, I always tell them like it's something ain't mixing right. You
That's a
feel me?
fact.
So I just always try to keep it forward, 10 toes down, bro, and go from there.
All right. That's what's up. And like you said, you coached up there in Charlotte. Do you think I know it's similar, but it's different at the same time. Like, do you think this is your calling, or do you want to, later on in life, like be that coach on the sidelines and have like coach football teams and things like that?
Honestly, man, I think if I still like I'm still active in the playing world, like you know, I'm still playing arena football and whatnot. But if I got that shot to go to NFL tomorrow, I'll definitely go. That's no question point
Yeah.
about it, like NFL or NFL. But my long time calling, bro, I want to go on either college sideline, primarily college sideline, not even the NFL sideline. That's too much. But
Yeah.
college sideline, I definitely see myself being a defensive back coach over there. Like it's my hopes and dreams, man. Or either being a scout and recruiter.
Okay. That's what's up. I definitely think you got what it take to do whatever. Like you say, you still playing right now, still active. So as long as that go, you got that. But whenever you do decide to, transition away, and the needs catch up to you because they're gonna catch up. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? I already know, like you got the knowledge, you got the skill, you got the the background and that pedigree to be out there and teach great things to these kids. So whichever way you go with that, it's gonna always work out for you. Uh,
so
who are some of the people? I know you named a couple, but who are some of the people that are associated with Sykes Elite Performance?
For sure, my big brother Jacob. You know, we started this thing. Well, we kind of been talking about it for a minute. Also my people Jan Reed. We kind of getting in a partnership. We're gonna get a gym opened up soon.
I got to get Jay Reed up here too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Man, he already know for life. And that's my family, bro. Everybody that comes to my camps as coaches, they're integrated into the family. So it's just we family oriented. I never say I just made it up or it's just a certain group made it up. And we wouldn't be nothing if none of us all put effort or time into it. That's how I think of it. So I
That's what's
appreciate
up.
all that. That's love.
That's what's up. Yeah, I think that's a great approach. Like having that family background because it's stuff that you can do and things that you can even conversation that you can have with family about things that you can't just have with other people. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I think that's a big thing. And again, your family has that knowledge and that background, that history of the sport. You know what I'm saying? That's also a big thing. It's not just hey, we family come out here. Like they actually know what's going on. They understand the youth, they understand the city, they understand the sport. So that's all a good combination.
Exactly.
I always ask my guests, especially now in these times, we still coming out of a pandemic and things like that. How do you deal with like the mental aspect of things? You know what I'm saying? Especially as an athlete, you have your ups and your downs and days, and even just from the beginning, like high school all the way up to now. Like what's some things that you do to handle that mental aspect when it may feel like, oh man, I don't know what's next, or I don't know what's going to be the outcome of this.
That weight room, man. That weight room solve a lot of issues for me in my life. I'm gonna tell you that right now, boy. Just going in there, shoot, my guy Andre Montgomery could tell you right now, like just daily, you could catch us in the gym at 3 a.m, dude. We got class at 7 a.m. You feel me?
Yeah,
Just can't sleep or just got that energy or that motor to keep going. I want to be the best. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I was raised, bro. And I think, just having that motor is kind of made me the man I am today. And I appreciate that though.
That's what's up, man. I think that's a good outlet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Having that escape, that getaway to decompress and, you know, and work on your health at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's something I just, you know, came in from the gym trying to make sure I keep my, you know, composure and keep everything, you know, just even keel. Cause at times, like, that's especially like, I look at it as even, you know, you're working with kids, but even as the kids themselves, they go through these processes and they go through these camps. They have to also, you know, deal with that mental side of things. You know what I'm saying? May not have a good day on the field or in class, and having that or having a way, you know, that you can approach them with that. Hey, all right, well, let's go knock some weights out there. You know, get it off your chest so you know we can relax and then talk about it and see where to go. So having those type of outlets is always a positive thing. And I always like to just make sure everybody is in a good headspace. I don't think I'll be doing justice by having you up here talking to you about all the good stuff and then not checking on you to make sure you're good. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I rock. Before we get off, what if you had one piece of advice for somebody who was like, well, all right, I play football, I'm pretty good. I wanna go as far as I can go with this. What would be like that one piece of advice you would give them from your point of view?
You got to learn how to take adversity, man. For first off, you know, starting off from the youth on up. Even cats grown these days, grown men can't even take some adversity. You know what I'm saying? And they
Right.
kind of the situation prolonging in their life. Like, say for instance, then in the NFL, they can't take adversity from a coach, and they get into a fight with their coach over what he said. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna be in and out good for that player. So that's one thing for sure I try to talk to all the players about, man. You know, learning how to take adversity and running with it. You can be quiet, say what you got to say elsewhere, but not in front of the coach. He's the coach, you the player. You got to always remember that. You feel me?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So always just, you know, learn how to take adversity. I think football is a great sport to teach that skill. You know what I'm saying? We went through a lot of that, a lot at the Borough, a lot of ups and downs, but we always
Well,
stuck together. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I definitely think that's a good piece of advice. But I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you for doing this for me. I know you're a busy man. I try to, you know, we had to set the schedules up to get this done. I'm glad we were able to get it done. Before you leave, let everybody know the platforms that you're on, or you know your website, anything that you have where they can reach you, or if they have kids or they want to be in these events, even if you need support or anything like that, how can they reach you?
Hey, man, apparel website about to launch off in a few weeks. You can check us out at siteseliteperformance.com, www.siteseliteperformance.com with all that information. We on IG. Go to Sykes Elite Performance on IG. You can check my personal IG page out at Baboon Fives. That's BABOON5S. Also, man, June 26th, all surrounding areas in North Carolina, man. Come out here to Charlotte. Another free big count. DB and wide receiver skills count. We got a lot of cats that played in the league, man. Shout out to my guys. And it's gonna be a good one, dude. I'm telling you. 75 spots open and free food afterwards, free ice cream afterwards, starting at 10 to 12:30, dude, at Garringer High School.
That's what's up. One more question though. One more question. Why is it important for you to have the free events? Why is that something that's important?
Cause, man, you know, a lot of people just want to take money out of the kids to take money out of the kids' dreams. Like, you know, even growing up, even the grown-ups, you still got to pay for camps. You feel me?
Yeah.
So my mindset, I never want to make a kid feel like your dollar is more important than your dream to me. So with that mindset, like, dude, I'm gonna make as much possible free camps as I can. When I do not make them free, it's because we got something else coming that's gonna be bigger and better.
But that's what's up, man. I definitely wanted to ask that question because a lot, like you said, a lot of times football, basketball, those kind of sports camps, like free is a forbidden word in those worlds. So that's something that I salute you for. You know what I'm saying? I thank you for being up here, bro. Much love, much respect, and I want to see, you know, Sykes Elite Performance become one of the biggest training camps, everything in the country. You know what I'm saying? Because it got the right person at the head of it, the right family at the head of it, the right people in it that know what's going on and know what it takes to get to those next levels, and also instilling good things in these kids, not just trying to, think about the athlete side. You're thinking about the human aspect and those young men and kids becoming adults. So I respect that. It's always good to see the positive things, especially in our community, man. I love talking to people from our community that are doing great things for the youth. So again, I thank you, bro, and I appreciate it.
For sure, bro. Much love, bro. I appreciate you for having me on, man.
No doubt. And this is another episode of the Quality Time Podcast, and I'm out.
They ask for greatness, I promise perfection. Mama birthed the king, immaculate conception. I survived in the darkness and the shadows of death. And through all that I prospered, they formed every weapon. But I came so thorough, never changed my wardrobe. Took every scar with honor, I was raised in the burrow. Now I'm giving to me from the belly of the beast. I'm just paying respects, I'm just speaking my peace.